There we go. Okay, so the reason that I wanted to set this up tonight is there's been a hell of a lot of movement recently. Crystal Foster brought in 3 people in the space of a day on Friday night. Mike Bishop's recently gone dual team qualified. I've had a great 3-way call with Lisa this afternoon, and there's been a bit of an explosion going on with a group of guys that I got introduced to last week that have been working me tirelessly this week, every single night at 9 o'clock until about midnight. I've been on calls and answering messages, and it's what I've always wanted from like my team. For that, again, for those that know me, know that I never do anything for myself. It's from my professional background. For me, it's getting a result for someone. If someone wants to lose weight, then I'll help them do it. If someone wants to improve on their health, then I'll do the very best that I can to get them there. And again, the same works in business. I don't do things for myself. I'll do it for the team. And that's why it's been a long week. I've been up at 5 o'clock every morning. Very rarely have I gone to bed before midnight. And, this weekend, Tara's parents have been down and all I wanted to do is sleep. It's exciting times. It really is. And we're now seeing what I saw in December when Shayo messaged me and spoke to me and told me about Direct Cellars. It's a vision that I had 2 years ago that's kind of coming to fruition now, where we're starting to see momentum happening. We're still very much at the front of that. We've still got a hell of a long way to go. We know that, but I've spoken to many of you over the last few days, and I do believe that this is going to be our home run. This is going to be the one where those that have not succeeded in network marketing before but deserve to have succeeded will succeed. And I think it's a company where those that have had success in previous company can, certainly duplicate what they've done previously and go on to do bigger and better things. And I look at what they're doing in the States at the moment, and I look at what Jefferson's doing and Nina's doing and Austin's doing and Matt Moore's doing. That they're crushing it at the moment. They're making silly money. They're helping a hell of a lot of people make good money. They're helping hundreds of people make, money. And that's what it's about. And I think that, from what we've got already in the team, I think that we've got enough good people already in to be up there with the very best in Direct Cellars at least, and to go on and go up against some of the major companies out there. And, you hear it from me before and you've heard it from other people. This will be the largest, biggest and fastest social movement of 2017, because the product wine, and everybody drinks wine pretty much. And for those that don't drink wine, they know more people that do drink wine. The compensation plan is up there with the very best. And, Andy's on the call tonight. He's one of the guys that's recently joined us, and I hope you don't mind me saying, but he's probably an expert, or he's definitely up there with, he's very astute when it comes to compensation plans. So, if anyone's got any questions regarding comp plans, then come to me. I'll go to Andy and he can answer that. But he sent me a message in the week saying that pretty much what I've just said, that he's looked at so many comp plans over the years, and he's been very successful in network marketing, and he said he's never found a comp plan as good as the one that we've got. So, if you've not watched the video before, go and watch it. If you've not watched it for a while, go and watch it again. If you've only watched it once, watch it twice, 3 times, 4 times, because this is powerful. That 50% fast start bonus is something that I've never seen in network marketing before, and I'm fairly new to it, and I've only done it on a part-time basis. But I signed my best mate up today, and I paid for him to do it. He's going to pay me back, but already I've got 50% of that money back. If you've got friends out there that want a win, that deserve a win, that need more money, that want more money, speak to them about this, because this is going to be, I know I keep saying it, and I'll probably repeat myself a few times tonight, but I really do believe that this is going to be harder to fail than it is to succeed. And the only way that you're going to fail with this is if you get your wine, you go and lock yourself in a bedroom, you keep your phone outside of your bedroom, you drink the wine and you don't talk to anyone about it. It's such an easy conversation. It's such a powerful conversation. And that's just one of the ways that you can get paid. You know, if you go and find someone that is a superstar out there and they go and build an organisation, and you go out there and you go and find another person that is a superstar and they go and build an organisation, then, you know, you've got a very healthy business. There it is, Torsten, drinking a nice glass of red there. Good lad. But, you know, the crazy thing about this is that when you go to or when I've gone to conventions before with previous companies, many people go there not for the education, but for the drink and the party afterwards. They're not too fussed about what goes on during the day. All they're worried about is dressing up and going out and getting really drunk and waking up the following morning and not really remembering it. But with this one, we get paid to drink the product. Now, it's crazy. And you know, when I went to Vegas, that was what it was all about. You know, on the Saturday night, there was 28 different wine stations in a huge room where you could go up and you could try all these different wines for free. Now, if you tried 28 different wines, you will probably be half cut. I think I stopped at about 7. But this is the opportunity that we've got right now in our hands, where we've got a very, very powerful product that, you know, it's got very little or no resistance. It's backed by 4 incredible individuals who all sing from the same song sheet, but are all very, very different in their own minds. They've partnered with a guy who's the world's leading MLM attorney, and they've got a guy called Jerry Greenfield involved, who's director of wine, who is like a world-acclaimed wine enthusiast known as the Wine Whisperer. So, you know, the minimum I want, and again, you know, this is not me telling you this because it's your business, you know, you are your own independent business owners, but the minimum investment that you guys need to have with this is your money back. I don't want anyone going forward with this turning around to me and saying, look, I've spoken to everyone, I really can't do it. I've spoken to everyone and it's not for me, because this is for you. This is for everyone, because there's someone out there that you know that drinks wine. There's someone out there that you know that would like more money, and there's someone out there that you know that needs more money. So don't oversell the conversation. You know, we use the opportunity calls on a Tuesday night. You know, I'm always available for 3-way calls. If I'm not available, then there's other guys in the team that are there to help you. And if you've got a group together like these boys have done this week, then I'm more than happy to do individual Zoom calls and individual launch calls. Jefferson's been on calls with me, Austin's been on calls with me, Shaya's been on calls with me. So again, never ever feel that you're on your own doing this, because you're not. You've got some really good people around you this week. So around you with this. So I mean, the main reason that I wanted to get everyone on the call tonight is, you know, for everyone to you know, see each other's faces and everyone see each other's names, because we are one team. And I've never liked the whole teams within teams within teams. There's always been divides. There's always been, you know, people saying conversations, oh, I don't like that team or this team or that team. And if we play team with this, we'll create something historic. So the numbers are going up week on week. I saw one of Jefferson's posts, I think it was last night. Bearing in mind our week goes from Thursday to Wednesday, I saw a post last night that already 100 people had joined our team. That's Jefferson's team, but our team in 48 hours. So we're up on average now. I think the average was about 43 last week. I think there was 285 people that joined last week. 100 people are already joined within 2 days. Within what we've got between us right now, as I said, Crystal brought in 3. These boys are going crazy. The way that Andy's going, he'll probably bring in, you know, 50 on his own in the next 24, 48 hours. Everyone seems to be fired up as well. And that's the other thing that I like about this. There's no one there that's, you know, thinking, yeah, I'm jealous of them or I'm envious of them. Everyone's supporting everyone, and that's one of the ways that we're going to win with this. Is if we all support each other, we all stick together, and we all play team. One thing that I did want to mention to those that have been in longer than last week, and it's a tactic that the lads have been using, and to be honest, I wish I thought of it myself, is if you've got any contacts in the States or any family members in the States or any people that you know in the States, you can either put a post up on Facebook or probably better message them privately. But what they've been doing is they've been reaching out to their contacts, or they've got family over there. They've been sending the wine orders. So when you sign up, they've been giving me an address for the wine to go to. That wine then goes to obviously someone that's a hot contact for them. In the States, they're getting free wine, but they're also a hot lead. So as I said, I really wish I thought of this myself, but these guys have helped me out. And it was funny because Tara said last week, it feels like you're talking to like a load of people that are way out of your depth, but you feel comfortable doing it. And it is like that. You know, I look up to, you know, Andy and Ben and Raz and the other guys, because they've had a hell of a lot more success than what I've had on this. But this is where teamwork comes into play, because we all help and support each other. So, you know, a tactic that I'd recommend, or I'd advise you to put into place going forward, is that anyone that you bring in yourself now, or anyone that your team brings in, reach out to somebody that you know in the States, ask them if they'd like to receive like a case of free wine. And then if they ask why, then, you know, you can talk to them about the conversation, or you've got a conversation that you can talk to about going forward. So I think it's genius, to be honest. There's, you know, and I think this is why it's really starting to take off now. I know Andy Sturton posted in the group this morning that I've got some hot information. Unfortunately for you, I haven't been told anything yet. I am trying to push the CEO for a date for the New York event, which is in October. So I'm going to push him for that, and I'm going to start pushing him for a UK launch date as well, because once we've got that set, then we can go crazy with it. I mean, we're going crazy with it now anyway, but I think once we've got a UK launch date in concrete, that's when we can really kind of ramp up our activity and start creating some serious stories. But what we're doing now, I think, as I said, I really do believe that this team, and again, this is outside of Shayo, I think what we've got now will be the largest UK team in direct sellers. And, you know, Jefferson said that in New York, he wants to have 50% of the people in attendance to come from his team. And he's looking now to take 5,000 people to New York himself in the team. Well, if he can have like 50% of direct sellers coming through his organisation, then, you know, I think that we can give it a good shot and have the largest team in the UK through this organisation. Another thing that I wanted to touch on quickly was, just because we're open in the US and just because we're pre-launching in the UK, there's a guy on the call, Torsten. He's Danish. So, you know, if you've got contacts in Europe, is that right? You are Danish, Torsten? Give me a thumbs up if you are. No, you're not. Sorry. Where are you from? Dutch. Dutch? No? Oh, he's in Europe. There we go. he's in Europe. And I've spoken to a guy in Holland as well who's really keen to get in. So don't think that you need to keep speaking to people that are in countries that are already open, because I know there's going to be people in the States that are starting to contact people everywhere now. You know, Canada's. I know Canada is opening soon. I know we've got some Canadians in the team and on the call. I know Mexico is in the pipeline as well. So again, if you've got any Mexican contacts, that is going to be opening. And the rest of them, I don't know, but I look at where they distribute good quality wine from: South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, Portugal, Chile, France. there's no reason why they won't open in the near future as well. Because at the end of the day, the company don't see this as a 2-year plan, make as much money as you can, then we're going to close it down. They see this as a multi-billion-dollar global business. They want to make it the largest wine club in the world. And in 2020, when we go back to Vegas for our annual event in 2020, they've already pre-booked a 20,000-seater capacity venue, which they are looking to upgrade already. So, it's pretty frightening. For those that are new to the industry, I can see this going over your heads a little bit, and I can see this may scare you a little bit, but this is where you need to use your upline. This is where you need to contact your upline. If you need help with this, that everyone's on board. We've got a very, very strong relationship. We've got a very fun team being built. You don't have to have networking experience with this. Anyone can win with this. Anyone can, to be honest, the more people that have not had networking experience but, drink wine will probably have huge success with this. I know there's a lady in the States, Rebecca Garrett. Some of you probably recognise the name. Some of you may be connected to her on Facebook. She's never done networking before. She's now got a team of, 500-600 people. She went out and bought a brand new Mercedes, put down 5 figures on a brand new Mercedes at the beginning of the year, and is now one of the top producers and probably top 20, top 30 income earners in the company. And she's never done it before. Last year.
Yeah, okay.
All right, you just sit there on your phone, yeah? Sorry about that. Yes, there are people that have had networking experience. I've had 4 years in and out, but, again, I've said on previous calls that although I've had success, I wouldn't say I was successful with it, because if I was, then I would have made more money and, done other things with it. But the worst thing that I want anyone to do on this, I'm going to close off soon, is the worst thing I want anyone to do on this is think of it as a quick fix. It's a £200 investment. Yes, you can make your investment back within the first 24 to 72 hours. Some people have done it in their first 60 seconds. But, you don't start a new job and expect a pay rise in the first week. There's people that work in a job for 40 years with no more than a 5% increase in pay rise, but they do it because they feel they have to. Yeah, with this industry, it feels that if you don't make your investment back, or you don't make money, or if you've been promised by your upline that you'll be making 6 figures in 6 months and you don't do it, then you failed and you quit. One thing that I've always taken on board, especially since being in the fitness industry like 12 years ago, is that I won't ever quit. Some companies work, some companies don't. Some projects work, some projects don't. Like with my training right now, I've got an MRI scan tomorrow on my knee. I haven't been able to run. I haven't been able to do any cardio stuff. I haven't been able to do any leg work for coming up 6 or 7 months, but it doesn't stop me going to the gym. If I had to go into the gym on crutches, then I would do. It's too easy for people to quit, especially when it comes to network marketing. So if you feel that you need to reach out to your upline, if you feel that you want to speak to me on a one-to-one basis, then I'm happy to help you do that. I'm happy to step up and work with you to do this. Go through your phone book, go through your Facebook, go through, make a list. That's the easiest way that you can do this, is go through a list, start phoning people up, asking them if they drink wine. Would they be interested in watching a 2-minute video? Get them on an opportunity call on a Tuesday night. Get them on a 3-way call. If they like what they see, then they'll want to ask how they can get in. The people that are saying no to this at the moment are not saying no to it forever. Trust me on that one. There will be people that come back to you in a week, a couple of weeks, a month, 6 months down the line and say, I really wish I listened to you at the beginning. And that's always been in the back of my head. The main reason that I got in with this, or one of the main reasons why I got involved with this, is because I didn't want to be one of the ones at the end of the year when I see all of these success stories, and wine is a passion of mine. but I didn't want to see all of these success stories and I turn around and say, do you know what, this could potentially be one of the biggest cock-ups that I've ever made in my life by not getting involved with this. So stay committed, stay focused. As I said, I know we've got a very tight-knit team at the moment. I know that, we've got good banter in the group. We've got, a lot of camaraderie. Everyone's getting emails now. Everyone should be getting emails now saying that their organisation's growing. And that's a great thing to have, to wake up in the morning or to come home from work and check your emails and see that your organisation's growing. That means that you're winning. No one's going to fail with this, because we're not going to let anyone fail with this. Okay, so that was it. It's overrun slightly. I've still got a little bit of voice left in me, because I know I've got like a good hour coming up. But I appreciate everyone coming on tonight. I know it was short notice. This is it now. We got in, we've taken a position, we've seen an opportunity. The company's, here to stay. The UK is about to launch. Once I get a date, I'll post it. It's going to go viral anyway, but this is our time now. This is the time for us to step up. This is the time for us to go out and make it happen. This is the time for us to go out and change our own lives, but more importantly, change each other's lives. So, guys, as I said, appreciate you all getting on. Enjoy the rest of your evening. For those that are drinking wine, I'm very jealous. But as I said, I'm here to help. Thanks, Torsten. For those, I'm here to help. Message me, phone me, email me, call me. We're going to do this. So, guys, enjoy your evening, and I'll catch up with you on Tuesday night. Thanks very much. I'll see you later.